Watem here, and welcome back to small Umineko When Seagulls Cry. Let us continue without any further ado.
はい。危険に身をさらさず、家具に全てを任すのもまた魔女の優雅なるたしなみでございます。
It's without burdening yourself with a miniature.
ここは家具に任せ、ベアトリーチェ様は安全なところへお隠れを。
わかったわ。煉獄の七姉妹？誰でもいいわ。適当に二人。
Leviathan and Belphegor responded to that call.
嫉妬のレビアタン、ここに。
平のベルフェゴール、ここに。
あんたたちの力を見せてもらうわ。
Also, from a couple parts ago, we get our answer. It's still all Beatrice on the portrait, on the official portrait at least.
標的はルドルフとキリエ。秀吉はさあ、あなたたちがどれだけ残酷な家具なのか、私に見せてみて。
恐れながら、先代様より不要なる残酷行為は控えるようご命令を賜っております。
Oh, show me how cool you can be. Yep.
でも、先代様のご命令の範囲内でいたぶることはできると思います。それでもよろしいですか？わかった。それで妥協するわ。
She doesn't seem all that happy about that.
簡単に殺してはダメよ。徹底的に追い詰めて、死の恐怖を味わわせてから殺すのよ。それでいいのかしら、ロの上？
はい。程度をお考えいただければ問題ないかと思います。
なら、お行きなさい。はい、お任せを。
相手は銃で武装しています。あなたたちほどのものならばかわすことはたやすいでしょうが、もしも当たれば致命傷ですよ。くれぐれも用心を。
ご心配なく、そのような無様は晒しません。
It would be pretty difficult to shoot a moving knife. The two sisters of Purgatory vanished. One of them bowed and vanished himself.
殺し方にまでルールがね。なんで私が先代様に気兼ねしなくちゃならないの？窮屈でつまらない。
As the witch looked up at the portrait of her predecessor, Beatrice hung on the wall. In the hole, she cursed. The three people had already arrived at the kitchen and were gathering food supplies. Considering the possibility of poison, they gave up on the alluring fruits and vegetables, and gathered a whole cardboard box full of only the safe canned foods. It was very heavy, but by piling it from the cart, they could carry it well enough. I do wonder, because even in routes where no one's been, or definitively they can say that no one's been, can we say definitively? I guess maybe not, that no one's been poisoned. Every single time they've gone for the canned foods, which makes sense and all, but I do wonder if they're really as safe as they think they are. It should be more than enough for 10 people to hold out until tomorrow's breakfast. That should carry them until the boat arrives. The two men were supposed to be focused solely on guard duty, but the weight of the load was tough on Kirie, even with the cart. Hideyoshi, who wanted to show off his power, switched to be the cart pusher, and Rudolph and his wife took up the task of guard duty.
これだけあればジョージたちも満腹やろ。
So I'm going to guess something like they're going to run, except the other two won't be behind him.
帰るまでが遠足や。行くで。
When Hideyoshi vigorously announced their departure, Kirie frowned and seemed to be gazing into the distance. There was a wall in that direction. No, if her gaze could go through that, there was a main hall beyond it.
どうしたキリエ
チリチリするの。
Oh?
嫌な予感がするわ。
Oh. Kirie stopped walking and narrowed her eyes even further.
女の勘か
Times like this, Kirie's intuition often rang true, even when she didn't have a logical reason. Rudolph believed in that intuition.
ええ。
I do wonder how this is going to end up. Is Hideyoshi just going to be trapped in there and told, now wait until the ceremony's finished? Something to that effect, or locked up in there somehow?
多分私たちは待ち伏せされてる。
When you're most weighed down?
さっきまではその気配はなかったの。でもたった今感じたわ。たった今私たちは待ち伏せられた。
Interesting.
なら来た道を戻る義理はねえな
Perhaps another witch is involved here?
そこに勝手口があるじゃねえかそっちから出よう
Rudolph made to unlock the back door. When goods were carried into the kitchen, they never passed through the part of the mansion the family came and went from. So outside the back door, there was probably a ramp used to carry things in. Surely they would be able to leave through there with the cart.
なんだこりゃ家庭くそどうなってんだ
開かないの？
ああ壊れてんのかなびくともしねえぜ
Trap has already been laid. Rudolph tried various things, first using force, then coaxing it. But the lock was as hard as stone and didn't even budge.
無理せんと玄関から出ようやもたもた時間を潰す方が今は惜しいで
I think at this point it should be clear that there has in fact been an ambush set.
これが罠だってのか
わからない。用心して。
With strained expressions, the three of them returned to the hall again and headed for the entrance.
誰だ
The instant they exited into the hall, Rudolph noticed a suspicious shadow right in front of him and yelled. In that instant, a storm of gold leaf started blowing, and gold butterflies covered the area with a gold color. Furniture.
信じられん。人間ごときが我らの待ち伏せを予見したか。
私のせいじゃないわよ気配は消してたもん
躊躇しないで撃って
Two guns spouted fire. The lead bullets blasted right through the magical defense of the pair as easily as a wet paper wall. But the two figures that should have been there had disappeared. Certainly, guns were frightening objects for them, and there was no need to fear as long as they weren't hit. They at least had enough speed to dodge those.
ちょっと名乗りも上げさせないつもりこれだから人間は嫌なのよ
Leviathan was a full 10 meters from where she had supposedly been, popping her head out from behind the pillars in the shadow of the staircase and protesting.
ベアトリーチェ様のご命令により貴様らを撃つ。時間をかけてホフレトのご命令だ。抵抗は自由。されど無駄と知れ。
The voice came from overhead. Belphegor could be seen on top of a whole chandelier. Elegantly looking down upon them, she proclaimed their execution with a cruel smile.
なんなんやこの姉ちゃんたちは
台車は忘れて。相手は2人よ。3回すれば全員を追うことはできないわ。
All three of them were well acquainted with the inside of the mansion. In case of a crisis, they had planned to run off in separate directions, returning to the guest house by breaking windows or leaving through a back door. Fighting was forbidden, as long as they could fully escape.
36系逃げるが勝ちだぜ。
The three of them ran into the depths of the mansion at full tilt. That pair of furniture calmly watched them go.
私は女の方をやるわ。あんたは男。
了解した。
The furniture and the shadows of the pillars along the chandelier made their figures explode. And, leaving behind only the sound of a hopping beetle knocking against the wall, they pursued their respective targets. Okay, so I don't like the plan that they have, for a couple of reasons. Most importantly though, it gives plausible deniability about why Hideyoshi would be the only one left. The only one to get out. Their speed was overwhelming. They easily blocked the other's path of retreat.
家具のお手並み拝見させてもらうわ。
But secondly, they were right by the entranceway. Probably could have gone out there.
楽しませてくれるといいのだけど。
ベアトリーチェ様、緑に姿を現されない方がよろしいかと。
キングは緑に中央を動かないものよ。
You want to move your king away from the center. I mean, you don't want to move your king into the side that's being attacked either, but you want, typically the center's one of the hardest to defend areas, that's why you castle. You very specifically have a move to get your king out of the center. And also bring your rook out into the center. But yes.
それが王者の魔女の貫禄よ。
Belphegor was already blocking the way in front of Rudolph, who had boldly tried to escape to the second floor.
抵抗も、そして逃走も無駄だ。
Yeah, second floor would probably be a bad idea. How many staircases do they have? I guess they need to have more than one staircase for fire safety reasons. But that limits your ways of getting back down, unless you decide to jump out through a second floor window.
お前は何も考えなくていい。
And that has its own dangers.
ただ目を閉じているだけでいい。私がすべて優しく終わらせてやる。
Weren't you told to be cruel?
あんたいい嫁さんになれるな。
Wow.
疲れて帰ってくる旦那はそういうの喜ぶぜ。
この後に及んで不埒な話をする余裕があるとは。
How many shots do we have? Was it 5, I think?
良き獲物、
I think he's
ベアト
5
リーチェ
once.
様、感謝します。死ね
Twice now. Rudolph shot first. But even before that bullet could hit her, Belphegor had already moved behind Rudolph's back. She then raised a purple curve springing out from her arm. However, incredibly, before that arm could decapitate Rudolph, he had swung his gun behind him. The barrel remained pointing behind his back, from the same motion with which he reloaded the sawed-off gun one-handed. It was pointed right at Belphegor's chest. Clink, clunk, clunk. It was the sound of the ejected empty cartridge finally hitting the wall after the reload. In other words, it meant that the next shot was already fully loaded. Without turning around, his gun pointing right at Belphegor's chest, Rudolph grinned.
やるな、中年男の分際で。
西部劇世代をなめるんじゃねえぜ。ガキどもにレバーアクションの渋みは語らせねえ。
Just like Rudolph, Kyrie was also confronting a demon stake in the first floor corridor.
間抜けなやつね。夫と一緒に逃げればよかったのに。
Really?
さっきのは根性の別れになったわよ。
大丈夫よ。うちの人こういうのとても得意なの。すぐに白馬で迎えに来てくれるわ。私が困った時彼が助けに来てくれなかったことはないんだから。
I'm just half imagining him somehow swinging out from the second floor window and just swinging back in through the first floor window.
アスムさんがいた頃であってもね。
本当に仲のいい夫婦ね。嫉妬するわ。私は嫉妬のレビアタン。嫉妬こそ我が力、我が怒り、我が源泉。
同感ね。嫉妬は女の力の原点よ。それが力だというならあなたごときお嬢ちゃんになんか負けないんだから。
嫉妬を司る私によくも言えたわね。お前たち夫婦を再会などさせるものか。悲劇的な別れを与えてやるわ。
The arm Leviathan swung was trailed by a purple curve. It was a magic blade that cut with the power of malice. Oh. Kiria blocked it with her gun. Even though the magic blade should have cut through the metal like butter, the gun, with its extremely high magic resistance power, was able to block the blade as easily as if it was rolled up newspaper. Rapidly, 2 times, 3 times. He blocked all of them. And, without missing the opening created when that purple curve took a swing upward, Kiria kicked the Leviathan in the stomach with her heel. Leviathan was knocked away like a lightly dancing feather, before the demon snake's feet touched the ground again. Kiria was already pointing her gun directly at Leviathan in midair. From that position, the 2 women who had called envy a form of power met each other's gaze.
撃てる？その引き金。
That smile suggests yes.
私夫のいないところでは残酷よ。
Rudolph tumbled down the staircase. He'd been gradually cornered by a belfagor, and had been pushed back into the main hall they'd started from.
先代様の家具もなかなかやるわね。派手さに欠けるけど。
ベアトリーチェ様、まだ終わっていません。姿を現されては危険です。
お前まさか姉貴なのか。
それはかつて私の名だった。でも今は違うわよ、ルドルフ。
言わなくても分かってるさ。黄金の魔女ベアトリーチェだっていうんだ。
Ah, come on, you need to let people introduce themselves. Don't take that away from them.
どうしてわかったの？
ローザが殺された時から想像がついてるさ。
Oh?
ローザ、許しね。お前の地獄にお前の大嫌いな姉を送っちまうことをよ。
ベアトリーチェ様、危ない！
Rudolph mercilessly pointed the barrel of his gun at the witch who claimed to have once been his sister. But Belphegor would not permit that and attacked savagely. She dashed, disappeared, and headed for Rudolph's back. She dodged that shot and again headed for Rudolph's back. vanished over and over, instantly moving into Rudolph's blind spots. It was almost like she was a fairy. As she blinked in and out of vision, Belphegor incessantly drove towards Rudolph.
これはこれで楽しいかもしれない。ルドルフ、あんたの検討がどこまで続くかゆっくり見物させてもらうわ。
Just send a random shot at her. At that time, there was a dull tearing sound, along with Rudolph's cry of anguish. Rudolph's reaction to the dance of the purple curve it pressed up upon him had finally been too slow, and he'd let it lightly cut his flank. That single wound slowed him down just once. That led to a new wound, which slowed his actions again. Belphegor's dance began to swallow Rudolph whole. Watching Rudolph's body gradually get carved up, his former sister let out a shrill laugh. Leviathan could no longer hide her irritation that Kyrie hadn't suffered a single fatal wound.
私は本当に愚鈍よね。7姉妹の中でいつも一番成長が遅かったわ。いつも私が遅くて弱くて間抜けだったわ。その劣等感が嫉妬となり、それを力として変換した時、私は姉妹の誰にも負けない力を得たのよ。
少女時代の程よい劣等感は大事よ。女に化粧と努力を教えてくれるわ。
人間ごときにその力の限りを尽くすのは気に入らないけれど、夫に全幅の信頼を寄せるあなたへの嫉妬を私は力に変える。気に入らないのよ。なんで命のやり取りをしてるのにあんたはそんなに余裕なの？
どうしてかしらね。
分かってるのよ。必ず夫が助けに来てくれて自分を助けてくれるって信じきってるのよ。すごいじゃない、その信頼。嫉妬に値するわ。
What kind of trust did we sisters have for each other? Sisters are always looking down on each other, trying to thoroughly lambast each other when things are already looking bad.
いつも姉妹たちにいじめられてきたわ。誰か一人だけでも味方になってほしいとずっと思ってたわ。だからその一人だけの味方がいて全幅の信頼を寄せることができるあなた。その夫を信じきった余裕ある表情、嫉妬が力を与えてくれるのを感じるわ。これは超えちゃうかもね。音速。
Leviathan turned herself into a stake, and the speed of her flight as she attacked was proportional to the strength of her energy.
姉妹たちに見下されたあの日、私は成長の早い他の6人を心の底から嫉妬した。7日7番をかけて嫉妬したわ。その末に得た私の力と速度を見るがいい。死ねー後ろ宮キリ
The demon stake exposed her true form, leaping about at a terrible speed. The noise from her bouncing off the wall sounded like a machine gun. By now, Kyrie probably couldn't tell if it was a single stake or a swarm of beetles flying and bouncing about around. Leviathan was over 100% certain of her victory, believing in it from the bottom of her heart. Then, Kyrie spoke with an unbelievably calm voice.
ルドルフさんと最初から付き合っていたのは私だったのよ。アスムさんが白々しく間に入り込んできて、ちゃっかりと解任したのよ。
Shrewdly.
ルドルフさんは悪くないわ。あの女が 体を武器にして立ち回ってルドルフさんに婚約せざるを得ないよう追い詰めたのよ。アスムさんはバトラ君を身ごもってたわ。そして同じ頃私もまた男の子を身ごもってた。運命的なことに私たちの出産日は共に同じ日だったわ。
Wait, what?
そしてアスムさんはバトラ君を出産したわ。だけれど私はダメだった。思ったことがあるわ。もしダメだったのがアスムさんで出産したのが私だったなら、ルドルフさんは婚約を解消して私と結婚してくれたかしら。でも私は子供を産めなかった。だからアスムさんが死ぬまで、そしてエンジェを解任するまで、私はアスムさんを呪ったわ。嫉妬したわ。
Anje. I feel like we haven't gotten that name before.
アスムさんなんか死んでしまえ。そして私と再婚してほしいってずっとずっと嫉妬して呪って、そしてやっとアスムさんが死んだ。私は確信したわ。私には魔法の力があって、それが呪いとなってアスムさんを殺したんだって確信したわ。
Or just with everyone in some way related to the Shromiya family.
でも私の嫉妬の炎は収まらない。内緒よ。バトラ君を見るたびにね、あの女を思い出しちゃう。そしてバトラ君を見るたびにね、もし私の子が生まれていたら同じ年だっただろうなって思ってしまう。私は今でも彼女を嫉妬し苛まれてる。今もこれからも未来永劫にね。7日7番姉妹を嫉妬したですって
そうよ。
笑わせるなよ小娘が。てめえに男を取られて18年間嫉妬し続ける女の狂気がわかるかよ。
Okay, even before this, when we first saw Kirie, I was thinking, wow, Kirie looked badass. Definitely having that as a thumbnail. Now you're making it hard for me to choose. Five in hand of power of 24 hours times 7 days, or 168 hours of speed. With the power that Kirie had accumulated, it was 24 hours in one day, 365 days in a year, and 18 whole years. Even without counting leap years, that was 157,680 hours. What about leap seconds? Compared to Leviathan's power and speed, it was more than 938 times greater. So then, even if Leviathan could soar at the speed of sound, 1,225 kilometers an hour, its curious eyes, it only looked like 938 for that. So then, 1,225 divided by 938 is the speed of 1.3 kilometers an hour. They say a human's walking speed is 4 kilometers an hour, so it's even less than half of that. This is almost the same speed as a baby crawling on the floor. Which means. From the time it took the demon stake to move, it paced so slowly you could count all the bits of dust floating in through the air. Kirie looked at it with pity. She pitied the slowness at which it came towards her. Then, she lazily raised the barrel of her gun, almost as though she was trying to swallow the demon stake up with the gun barrel.
恋も嫉妬もあなた全然足りないの。出直してらっしゃいお嬢ちゃん。
I have to end the episode on that note. Please tell me that it's the right time.
ルドルフ、先ほどまでの威勢はどこへ？
I mean, Rudolph was pretty badass with his, point the gun behind him, move. But Kirie is just on another level there. Let's be honest. In any case, I will be ending it there for today. I hope you've all enjoyed. Let me know any feedback you have in the comments. And yeah, next time we'll see the conclusion, I expect, of this segment. So until then, see ya.